Continue. Nice. Now start bringing it back to the left. Lower that collector a little bit. Watch that speed. Looking good. Oh, yeah, this is going to be beautiful. Here it is. This is nice. This is what we want. Here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare, more aggressive flare. Roll throttle in.
All right. Tails clear.
All right, take me over to the taxiway. We'll do a pedal turn, make sure we're all good.
All right.
Well, what we'll do is we'll do like an air taxi over to Niner.
Okay.
Over to 9, we'll do a couple quick stops, and then we'll get up and we'll start with S turns.
Okay. S turns.
Yep.
Yeah, you feel that wind on the tail a little bit.
Yep. Well, you see how the downwash is going out away from the aircraft?
Right.
See how far out it's going? So look at our downwash on your right side. There's not a whole lot, right?
Right.
Then look over here. Look how far out it's going.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good judgment of the wind. And if you turn around, give me a 180 real quick. Nice and easy. Yep, keep on coming around. Now look at the grass in front of us now.
No.
It's not moving anything, right?
That's
so now
crazy.
we definitely know where the wind is, right? Look, so off to my side a little bit, but look off to your right. Pretty much going back right behind us.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of wind just over there. That's not from our downwash, but now you can turn us around and you can see how far out that downwash is.
That's crazy. It's barely moving.
Yeah, so you don't see anything in front of us. No grass disturbed, not even right below us, really. But as soon as you start making that turn, now you can really see where the wind's coming from. Look at that wind's taking that downwash all out there. And you can see it's kind of going from the northeast a little bit because you can see it blowing to our left more than it is to our right. All right.
Yeah.
Put us out over the
interesting.
Put us out over the taxiway here. And we'll just do like basically just a little bit of a turn here to line us up, and that will be our power check. Just enough that we know that we have enough left power or left pedal there to stop that right movement if we have to. All right, now what I would like for you to do is once you're ready to go, just kind of give me an air taxi down to 9.
Okay. So we are 2-3 in the green. Warning lights feels good. Road RPM. All right, so just an air taxi.
Yep, so just remember there's not a speed on it, just they say below.
Traffic, Cherokee 3647 Romeo, 2.5 miles entering in on the left downwind for runway 9er, Warsaw traffic.
All right, so we'll go to the taxiway since that guy's coming up. So yeah, so just below 100 feet, doesn't really have a speed so much.
This is okay here?
Yeah, it can be a little higher though, just because remember if we lose that engine now we're at that point where are we gonna try to, and just follow the taxiway around, we'll just.
Okay.
Take this left side, we'll just go down there, since he's pretty close, so we'll let him land on 9 and then. Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo is going to be taxiing on Alpha, parallel 9er for hover maneuver.
Warsaw traffic, Cherokee 3647 Romeo is going to be overflying 1836. We're on the left downwind for runway 9er, Warsaw traffic.
All right, so once we get up to this intersection here, we'll just do a couple quick stops down the taxiway.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Broad will be on taxiway Alpha, hover maneuvers. All right, so just we'll do a nice smooth one, or a nice not as aggressive, just kind of a nice and easy quick stop first. So again, I'll just say abort 3, 2, 1. You enter the quick stop. All right.
Okay.
All right. So when you're ready, just Making
right.
sure
What's up,
everything's
traffic, Cherokee 3647
good.
Romeo is on final for runway 9er.
Yep, car's
Car
good.
leads
All
out.
right.
All right.
So we'll just do a nice and easy one first. Let you get a little bit of speed here, get a little bit more movement. All right, we're going to abort in 3, 2, 1. Nice smooth entry as she, let her settle. Push that nose forward. There you go. All right, let's do another
Do
one.
another one.
Yep. Kind of about the same way.
Okay.
Remember, I would don't push that collective down too much, because if you still got that nose up, that means your tail's low. So you don't
Okay.
want to drag that tail.
What's up, traffic,
Okay.
Cherokee
Definitely want, if you're going to do that, make sure you definitely level out.
9er, taxi via
Okay.
Alpha 1 down. Alpha
Here we go.
over to
Abort in
Brad.
3, 2, 1. There you go. You balloons up a little bit. That's fine. Just now push forward, level it out as you raise. Yep.
Okay. A little
right.
balloon there.
All right, let's do another one.
All right.
Give me a right pedal turn real quick, just so I want to see what that air. I don't think that airplane's coming down this far, but did he land already? Yeah, he's behind us. All right, perfect. All right, line me back up.
All right.
All right, this time I'm going to give you some speed and a little bit of height, so we
Okay.
can pull that nose up.
All right.
Going to start to climb. We're going to abort in 3, 2, 1. Down right aft. Yep, let her hold. I'll start pushing forward. Up collected. There you go. Let her start to settle. I'll take that.
Little balloon on that.
Yeah, you know, it's a little balloon, whatever. Give me change frequency real quick. I just want to hear what the wind was. It right down the runway again?
Warsaw Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 1807 Zulu. Weather. Wind 080 at 10. Gust 15.
right.
Visibility.
Good.
080.
On the go.
All right.
We're going to make right traffic for Niner because they're not up yet running. So
Okay.
we'll do this first one as a S turn to the runway.
Okay. Okay.
And we're not going to cross, so we'll do left traffic on a left downwind.
Left traffic. Okay.
Yeah, that way we can see where they're at, see if they're pulled up yet or not. All right, so the wind's pretty much right down the runway. So we're going to line up with the runway when we make that landing. So it's going to, so the turn might be, since it's right down the runway, you can pick either or. You can make a right turn,
3 miles to the east.
and then come back left, and then a little bit of a right back into the runway, or you can make that left turn and then back right, and then line up with the runway. So it's kind of going to be a left, left, or a right, left. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
So we're going to shoot it for that intersection. Come on around when you're ready. Because the winds are coming, we would want to do this into the wind at the end, but since the wind is right down the runway, we're going to go right down the runway,
Go
right?
down the one, right.
Let's kind of hoping the wind wasn't off the runway. That way we could actually do some real world shit here. All right, keep on coming around. And Warsaw traffic copter 1A1 Mike Bravo left base turning final 9er Warsaw. So the purpose of the S turn is because we need to shorten the glide, right? The spot that we need to go to is fairly close and we need to get in there. So the S turn is just a way for us to burn off altitude in order to get to our spot.
Okay.
Now, as you're going to see, in my opinion, I would much rather just do the straight in and mess with my airspeed to try to hit the spot instead of trying to make all these turns, because as soon as you start making the turns, you lose sight of the spot. You got to deal with rotor RPM. You got to deal with whatever. You know, I think there's just a lot going on in order to do it. So let's get some airspeed up. Let's get in cruise airspeed, whatever that's going to be, 75, 80, whatever it is in this thing. All right. So which way do you want to turn first?
To the left.
Okay, we'll turn left. And it can be however you want. It could be a 90-degree turn, it could be a 45-degree turn, it could be a 30-degree turn, whatever you think is comfortable in order to get us to that spot. Remember, we're going to turn left and we need another turn back. All right?
Okay.
So here we go. You're doing the controls. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So it's lower. Yep. get that so start getting that turn in, bringing that airspeed back. Yeah, see, so it's real. You'd have to be more pronounced than that. That's all right. So just go ahead and keep that right turn going. Keep that right turn going. Get that throttle down there. Keep that right turn coming. Okay. Now come back around to the left. There you go. We're going to be into the wind because it's kind of 080. Okay, just kind of hold this. Now straighten her up. We'll just take what we got, right? Just hold. Here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare. Flare gets more aggressive. Throttle's coming in. Now as she starts to settle, now start raising collective. There you go. Good. So other than missing the spot, the turn though has to be what you, if you think you've turned too much, turn some more.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's like, I know it's kind of an S turn and you barely turn, but on this one, since the way when we entered, I probably would have made it almost a 90-degree turn to the left, and then come back on around. All right, runway's clear. Let's come around and we'll go again.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Try that again.
Warsaw traffic 181, Mike Bravo on the go, 9er right traffic. Just hit right traffic time.
Okay.
Until they get out here, and then we'll go to the runway, or we'll go to the taxiway. And every morning caution lights, needles are matched up, temps and pressure looks good. We've got plenty of fuel, carb. Yep, we're looking good. And we'll just stay at 18 right now. That way we can have some time to play with.
Okay.
To play with it. So on that one, I see how much it's kind of more. You see how bad we overshot? So really on that one, we could have, once we made that little bit turn and then you made that turn to the right, hell, I think I almost would have tried maybe coming around and doing another 360 or some shit, you know? Because now you're right over the spot, so you're trying to figure out how to get back to it.
Right.
I mean, it's, you know, remember, you only get one chance at it, so you got to do what you got to do to get it into that spot. We do have an airplane that's taxiing out to 9, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, see him.
We're going to go to the same thing. We're going to go to that intersection.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, copter 181, Mike Bravo, right downwind 9er. All right, and again, it goes without saying, I guess I should have said it earlier, you know, power recovery, planned events, expect to go to the ground in case we have to.
Okay.
Warning lights are off, warning caution lights are
Warsaw
off.
traffic, 2450, Lima departing runway 9, gonna be headed up to the north, Warsaw.
And when we're entering, I know we talked between Robinson and what, but
Skyhawk 20745,
we're down collective, right pedal, roll off when we're entering that.
That's what,
or,
yeah, that's what Robinson wants you to do. They want you to lower and then roll throttle down. In the book, it says lower collective, roll throttle down, and roll throttle down. So it's in the same sentence, but they do mention collective down first. Again, I've had my discussions about I don't necessarily like that because it doesn't give you any indications of an engine failure, which is what we're training you. You need to recognize those. Go ahead and make your right turn. You need to recognize the indications so you know when to enter the auto, right? If you just always practice lowering collective and you have no signs of an engine failure,
you're not going to know.
I mean, you saw it yesterday when I rolled down on the inverse. It takes you an extra couple seconds to realize what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah. But for setting this up, just so I'm on the same page, we're rolling it, or down collective.
I'm just letting you do your thing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
If I want to do the throttle, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But yeah, when you're, we had the needles together on that last one, so I rolled it down a little bit to split the needles while we were in the glide.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic 181, Mike Bravo, 1 mile final 9er Warsaw. So you decide on whichever way you want to go first, since it's right down the runway. I would probably recommend going left first because now you're turning back right to your side.
Right.
And you know, and it's right down the runway, so we kind of want to make another turn, but it is what it is, right?
Okay.
We're just trying to get to that space. So if we're not directly lined up, it is what it is.
November 346 Victor.
All right, here we go.
3, 2,
36,
1.
and we'll be turned up to the
Right
northeast.
pedal,
Right
Yep,
traffic 109.
get that cyclic into you. Get rid of some of that speed. Remember, that speed's kind of hurting us as well. Keep making that left turn. Yep.
We're going way over here. I got you.
That's all right. We got time. Now come back right. Yep, keeping that scan going. There we go. This is looking good. Maybe continue that right. Continue that right.
Pitch pull.
Yep, looking good. Continue. Nice. Now start bringing it back to the left. Lower that collective a little bit. Watch that speed. Looking good. Oh, yeah, this is going to be beautiful. Here it is. This is nice. This is what we want. Here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare, more aggressive flare. Roll throttle in. Oh, we take that to the ground, baby. Oh. That's what it's about right there. But you can see how much is going on, right? We got to make a left turn. We got to make a right turn. We got to, you know, if you're down in a field or whatever, you got to make sure we're not going to hit wires. We're not going to hit towers. We're not going to hit buildings. Right here, this is all open. We're not worried about it. But can you imagine in real life if you're trying to do this and that?
Yeah, like yesterday when I had those power lines in the tree, like that would have been even more going on.
All right, everything's looking good. One caution lights off, needles matched up, temps, press, fuel. Yep, on the go.
All right.
This time, what we are going to do is we're going to do a 360.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so basically we're going to fly over the spot that we need to get to, and then we're going to enter the auto, and then we're just going to do a nice turn and bring it all around to come back to that spot.
Okay.
Now, whether that turn, depending on our altitude and whatever, that turn might be steep, or it might just be nice and gentle, and it may be kind of a racetrack looking thing, maybe, so we can extend a little bit to come back, so when we flare, we can hit our spot. It's just kind of going to vary. You're just going to have to play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo on the go, 9er, right traffic. Hunter, I see you up. What do you guys want?
We'll take left traffic for 09, but we'll just make sure we're keeping our spacing.
Okay, we're going to do a 360 here. We'll do it at the end. All right, so taking me up to 1800 again, and what we're going to do, we're not going to go all the way down. What we'll do is we'll turn maybe kind of at the approach end, and we'll turn back inbound, and we'll say our spot is at the last intersection where you see 27.
Okay.
Because they're going to take the approach in, I think, what we're going to do here.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to sidestep to the taxiway for right now. We're going to do a normal approach and a couple quick stops, and then we'll re-enter for 09 for our autos.
Okay, sounds like a plan. We'll take 9er on this one then.
Yes.
All right, so we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
All right, right over that spot.
Cross 113.
Okay, so remember, it's a turn, right? So rotor RPM is going to build. If it's a steep turn, the rotor RPM is going to build. If it's just nice and gentle, just a nice, relaxed, gentle bank coming on around, then you should be able to be set up and be good.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, so the example here is that, hey, we just flew over the only open area there is, and we just lost the engine. So we need to get back to that spot that we just flew over. Come on around when you're ready.
All right. I got him in sight there.
Warning caution lights are off. Needles match. Temps and pressures are good. Plenty of fuel for what we're doing. Carb heat is out of the yellow. You got him in sight.
Yep.
Warsaw traffic, copter 181, Mike Bravo, right base turning, final 9er. All right, so we need to stay on the runway or to the south, right?
For final taxiway 09.
All right, so once we fly over that intersection, we're going to enter. All right, so we're at cruise airspeed. Let's pretend that we're over a forest, and it just so happens that for whatever reason, that area didn't grow. That's the only spot we got. So it's either make that spot or we're going on top of the trees.
Okay.
All right.
There is traffic, folks. Either 745 departure leg, runway 4.
I don't care how big the circle is. That's all up to you. Just get me back to this spot. Here we go. We're coming over the spot in 3, 2, 1. Down right aft. Get everything set up. Now start that turn. There you go. Yep, good.
Wow.
Yep, keep that speed. Watch that speed. Lower that collective a little bit. There you go, looking good. Keep that turn coming around. Yep. Good. Yep, rotor RPM a little bit. There you go. Good. Low. Go. Looking good. Keep on coming around. Keep on coming around. Looking good. All right, here comes treetop level. Start that flare. Pull that throttle in. Now remember, you don't, I mean, once you get down kind of that low, just take it straight in because we don't want to be turning if we have to make contact, right? So once we get that low, just take the angle, go straight in.
I got you. No,
and that way, if we got to land and we have a slide on, we're going straight ahead, right?
Okay.
So yeah, don't. I would say by the time you need to flare, we need to straighten it out. You know, I don't mind still coming around and being low and still turning, but once we really want to start that flare, that's when we want to level it out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
RPM got up there a little bit, but we checked that. All right, let's go on the go and we'll do it again.
Try it again. All right.
And just keep that head on a swivel. You're scanning these and you're scanning back outside. Scanning these and back outside.
Okay. Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo on the go, 9er, right traffic.
Yeah, but that one, and is it just inherent in the 360? You're gonna chase that rotor RPM a little bit, or is that just setting that up?
It's part of changing your airspeed and changing the angle of your turn. Is why things were. If you were just not, if you could hold that airspeed and just kind of hold that bank angle, that bank of turn, then once you have it set up, it should pretty much stay.
Okay. All right.
But at one time, I felt like, you know, airspeed was changing, so that's going to change the rotor RPM.
We're just chasing everything.
Yeah.
I got you.
First all traffic, helicopter November 346 Victor Hotel on the go, left traffic. We're going to re-enter for 09 for simulated engine failure. First all.
All right.
All right, so we're going to go to the, let's go to the north. I want to make the turns to the right, so because you're sitting on the right, that's more realistic. So let's take it to, you see where well, I don't want to turn south because he's going to be down here. So let's take it to the north. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in from the west, and you see the very approach end of 18. That's going to be our spot. So we're going to approach from the west.
Okay.
All right. And then once we get over the numbers 18, we're going to start our turn and we're going to do our 360 back to 18. Does that make sense?
Okay. So we're going to go...
Because he wants 9 for his autos, which that's fine. But I want to be far enough away from him because we're going to be turning to the right, so we're going to be turning toward him. You guys, you understand what I'm saying?
I think so. So head towards...
Yeah, so kind of venture out, get set up.
10-5 traffic, currently 2 miles to the northwest.
And now go ahead make your right turn.
Traffic for runway 1.
And am I lining up for 9 still?
No.
I'm lining up for 18.
Yep.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, that's 29 Delta, setting up for an 8 mile final 11.9.
Yeah, they turned left traffic. I don't see...
Warsaw traffic, helicopter November 346 Victor Hotel, turning left downwind for 09, Warsaw.
So we're right.
Yeah. Hey, Hunter, if you want to go and make right downwind, we're going to use the numbers 18 for our approach.
I don't see
Clear,
it.
we'll shoot this first approach to the left, and then we'll pick up right downwind afterwards.
Okay, whatever you want to do.
You see him?
No.
I don't either.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Got him.
Okay. Shoot. Okay.
All right, we got you in sight. We're just north of 18.
I got you in sight.
All right, so this will throw a little wrench, but go ahead and make a right turn. Part of the fun.
Oh yeah.
And just head toward the numbers 18.
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181, Mike Bravo, just north of the airport. We're going to shoot for the numbers 18.
Everything's looking good. Just hold this. Make a little bit of a right turn. I got him in sight. He's off to our right. So this isn't going to be like a true 360, but it'll be more like a, what, 270, I guess? So we're going to make our circle, and you can take it to the intersection. Well, somewhere in there. Be aware we got trees over here, but that's no different than over there.
So we're not shooting for the numbers.
No, we're just shooting for anything we can get.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, enter.
All right.
This is There you go. Now go ahead and start coming around. There you go. Come up collective a little bit. There you go. Just nice and easy. Nice and easy. Looking good.
West all traffic, helicopter November 346 Victor Hotel, left base to final 09, simulated engine failure.
Looking good. We'll take this. Got tree coming up on her right. Looking all right. I'll take this. It's looking good. Now straighten her out. Oh yeah, look at this. This shit's gonna work out. Nice. Here comes street top level. Lower that collector just a little bit. Here comes street top level. A little bit of flare. A little bit more of flare. We flare a little high, so let her start to settle. Now
roll it on.
Rolling on. Now start bringing up collector. Oh yeah. Now we're having rotor RPM helping us a little bit, so we did flare high. We don't have all that inertia. I mean, I don't think we would have burned it all up getting on the ground, but we did flare high and we did bring it back. But for having a cluster of an entry, I mean, not because of not because of how you entered it, just because of working around them, you know.
It didn't feel like I was chasing it as much on this one as it was that first one.
Let's do one more like that, and we'll depart, take that gap, because we're going to be right into the wind, and then we'll make left traffic.
Okay.
So just don't fly over the hangars, don't fly over those new houses.
Just right between the two greenhouses?
Just kind of, yep, right there.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 1A, White Mike Bravo is departing. The numbers 1A will be eastbound, and we'll be making left traffic.
Yep, and just bring that back a little bit so we can climb and not disturb these guys. There we go. Kind of a modified departure here. All right, so let's do one more 360.
Okay.
And then we'll go out here to a field and we'll do 0 airspeed.
Yeah.
Warsaw traffic, Cessna 29 Delta is a 5 mile final runway 9.
So just make your approach from the, so basically this is left crosswind and we're about ready to turn left downwind and we're using the numbers 1-8.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter November 346 Victor Hotel, be clear of 09 in between Bravo and 09. Divine traffic, Sunset. Turn crosswind, guys, for downwind, left traffic, runway 12, Divine traffic.
Bring it on around?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Trying to figure out where he was. He was, say, cleared of, oh, I see him over there. In the grass. Yeah, extend out just a little bit more. And granted, you know, and needless to say, you can turn either way, but it's much easier to turn to the side that you're sitting on, right? Because that way you can see over there. All right, come on left.
All right.
Warsaw traffic, helicopter 181. Mike Bravo is approaching the numbers 1-8 from the west. Warsaw.
Warsaw traffic, Cessna 29 Delta is a 3 mile final runway 9. We're keeping out for you guys.
And we're staying north at 9.
Roger that, we got you guys in sight now. Warsaw traffic, helicopter November 346 Victor Hotel, taking off the approach end, or departure end of 09, be your right turn out for right traffic for 09.
So basically, when we're crossing over the numbers 1-8, we're going to enter the 360.
Okay.
All right, everything's looking good, right? Warning caution lights are off, temps and pressure is good, needles are matched, got fuel. Car beat's good, all right. Let's see if we can have a shallow bank angle all the way around.
Okay.
Nice and shallow. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Down right aft. Start getting that cycling back into you, get that speed. Now just, gonna check it just a little bit. Just hold this bank, just hold this, see what happens. Watch that airspeed. And just, yep, now just hold this. Try not to move anything. There we go, we're looking good here. Maybe a little bit lower. This is looking good. I like this. Hold it, nice. You pegged 60, I like it. Keep that head on a swivel, we're just looking around. Now if we're getting a little pushed away, so what's happening is we're getting pushed, so now you can, yep, it's all right. And the only thing I see is that windsock out there, so now
Right.
just straighten her up. Okay, here comes treetop level. A little bit of a flare. More aggressive, hold. I'll let it start to settle. Throttle's coming in. See, I take that one to the ground right there.
When you feel the pressure to fly, but know the right decision is to stay on the ground, hit the hogs, no-go, and live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com